A brand new fall semester is underway here at Murray State University, and that can only mean one thing.
Pumpkin spice lattes are back at Starbucks?
No.
Iced pumpkin cream chai?
No. MSU tonight.
Right, okay, let's do it again.
A brand new fall semester is underway here at Murray State University, and that can only mean one thing.
MSU tonight is back with even more pumpkin spice.
No!
Welcome to a brand new season of MSU Tonight. I'm Isabel Horrell.
And I'm Allie Adler. The newly anointed editor-in-chief of the Murray State News, Zach Simmons, will be here to fill us in on the student media organization's plans for the semester.
Plus, he'll go head-to-head against Allie in a game of Nitro Type to see who has the superior typing skills.
Right now, it's time for Hot Topics.
One of Murray State's biggest and best traditions happens every fall semester. We're talking about Family Weekend, and the festivities just took place a few days ago. Here's more.
So it's Family Weekend every fall. We invite families back to campus to spend time with their students and also just visit campus, enjoy the events that we have going on. And it's been 3 weeks since about the start of the fall semester, so for some students this is the longest they've been without their families or been away from home. So it's really a good opportunity for families to come back to campus, spend quality time with their student, but also just get a glimpse of what they're involved in, what their life is like here on their new Racer home. Families are a part of our larger Racer family, and it's important for them to be involved with what we have going on campus and again, to spend quality time with their student. And one of the highlights of the weekend is certainly honoring our outstanding parents and families at halftime of the football game.
I nominated my parents because during my freshman year they did a lot, not just for me as my family, but also for a lot of the other students that were at Murray State. My mom especially, they've made it very clear that they're there if they need anything or if they need someone to talk to. My dad, he works with maintenance and facilities. He's running all over fixing things. He's been in Winslow, he's been in people's offices, classrooms. They do a lot for the Murray State campus.
Never been nominated for something of this nature, especially from, somebody that is doing so beautifully and well and blossoming as a college student, especially in Murray State University. It's been amazing knowing that she actually feels this way about the family. It's such an honor to be part of her family, part of the journey.
This Thursday, Murray State professor Dr. Matthew Robertson will be hosting a lecture titled Cultivating Attention in a Time of Great Distraction. The presentation will cover topics about philosophy, meditation, and mindfulness. The event will be held at 4 p.m. in room 208 at Faculty Hall and is free and open to the public.
This past weekend, MSU students were able to do their fall SETC screening auditions for professional job contacts and tech interviews. Students received help from Daryl Phillips, who helped film and coach students with their monologues in Wilson Hall. Spring screening auditions will be in November and in-person will be in March. And that is all for tonight's Hot Topics.
When we come back, editor-in-chief of the Murray State News, Zach Simmons, will be here to join us in the studio.
Stick around.
Welcome back to MSU Tonight. I'm joined here in the studio by Zach Simmons, a journalism and media production student here at Murray State University. And now he's the EIC for the Murray State News. So, Zach,
Hi, Allie.
tell me a little bit about you coming into your new position.
Well, I started last year as the sports editor, so I was in charge of making sure all of our sports content got out on the page, and then it would have been March of the last spring semester when I took over as EIC for Bree Hunter, and so now I've been taking full reign of making sure our content goes out on the website, pages get produced properly, and just making sure we're all having a good time and working diligently.
How do you kind of keep your writers and your staff working diligently?
I try to run a little bit of a looser ship. I don't like to micromanage. I don't like being micromanaged either, so I just kind of from a distance. I tell the section editors, hey, like, your writers are your own. Tell them what you want to do. If there's any problems, try to address it within your group before you have to come to me. We've got a great, group of editors and writers as well so far this year that have done a fantastic job. And so really just maintaining the peace is how I keep everybody working diligently.
So obviously you came from a sports background. Tell me a little bit about that and like your love for sports and where that came from.
Oh man, I've been a sports fan my entire life. My dad was really big into basketball when I was young, and as I grew up, I was playing basketball, was doing Little League football and this, that, and the third. And just as I've gotten older, my love for sports is, carried with me. Some people are more into like news and politics and other stuff, and that just was never me. Despite my mom trying to put that on me, I've always been a sports person. And then I got the opportunity to work with the men's basketball team here on campus my first 2 years at Murray. And so that kind of helped transition and get me ready for covering and being around all the coaches and staff and players in my sports editor role, and now still in the EIC role.
So tell me a little bit about, like, you went with the women's basketball team, you went to Omaha with the men's baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about how you were able to do that.
Well, so the women's basketball March Madness tournament is where we went. We went to both the conference tournament for the men's and women's basketball teams, and then when the women's team won and went to Norman, we had to do a lot of fundraising to help us get out there. We were pretty committed, myself and the photo editor, Chris Pfister, were very committed to get out there and cover that tournament because it was the second all-time tournament appearance for the women. And so we wanted to be out there to document and continue to show our support for our women's basketball team that had a fantastic season. Omaha was a much different thing just because it was over the summer. Fortunately, I live here in Murray, so it was actually pretty easy to coordinate, but I actually rode to Omaha with my news advisor, Lee Wright, and her husband, who they were going to cover it for the Murray Ledger and Times, and they graciously let me travel with them.
So tell me a little bit, that was like a big thing for the Murray community.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me how that's kind of impacted not only like the Murray State News, but like you said, you're a resident of Murray, how that's kind of impacted the town.
Sports are just such a big thing in Murray, Kentucky, right? Kentucky it's known as a basketball state. It's not as big as Indiana, obviously, but like especially around here in this small community where there's not much to do, the community is going to rally around the sports teams. And so for the Murray State baseball team to go on that unprecedented run, small mid-major school, they're like the first Missouri Valley school to do that since like 2021, if I remember correctly. I may be wrong on that stat, but it was incredible, and it just brought everybody together, and it made a whole lot of new baseball fans in the process because baseball is still kind of, I don't want to say still a growing sport, but it's getting more popular, especially on the college side.
Is that affecting how you cover things now?
Yes, a little bit, because we always try to do our best when it comes to getting even content for all the sports programs on campus. That was something that I made very apparent when I took over as sports editor last year. We've tried to continue that, and obviously now we just have to kind of shift our focus a lot more to baseball, which we did still cover, but we really had to push it into overdrive whenever they were winning the conference and going on to the World Series.
What do you kind of hope to see from those teams, or how do you hope to kind of cover them in the future?
Covering them in the future is going to be the same as always. We just want to give coverage to these teams that maybe a lot of the student body and maybe a lot of the community hasn't quite gotten the opportunity to see because everybody's busy, everybody's got lives and jobs and this, that, and the third. And so if we can do our best to tell the stories of not only the teams, seasons, but also the stories of the people that make up those teams. That's what we want to continue to do, and I think we've done a good job of it so far, and we're going to look to continue to do that.
So you're still the EIC now, but will we ever see you again in the sports realm?
I have committed to staying in sports. I've built so many fantastic relationships with the head men's basketball coach, head women's coach, football coach, Coach Skirka of the baseball team, and our athletic director, Nick Oyanko. I've made all these terrific relationships, and it's blossomed into something beautiful, and we're going to keep it rolling for as long as we can.
And where can students go to kind of read more about the news?
You can go to the murraystatenews.org or thenews.org. That's our website. You can go there to find all that content, and we're also posting about it on Facebook, Instagram, and trying to think. Those are the main two. TikTok as well. You just look up the Murray State News. You'll see the shield logo with the M, and that's where you can find all of our content.
All right, guys, there you have it. Here was Zach Simmons. Be sure to check out the Murray State News. Don't go anywhere. We're about to find out how quick Zach is with meeting deadlines as I take him on in a game of Nitro Type. We'll be right back.
Allie and our guest Zach here are both a part of the Murray State News staff. Writing stories takes some serious, accurate, and efficient typing skills, and what better way to put these two to the test than with Nitro Type? Unlike your typical typing test, Nitro Type is a competitive, fun way to race your friends while improving your typing speed and accuracy. That said, are you two ready to race?
Yeah,
As ready as I can be.
All right, go ahead and hit start. And let the trash talk begin. So those two are going to be at the top. Zach here's on the blue, and then Allie's in the pink, and then the rest are bots, so just ignore those two. And let's see what they got. A little pro tip, if you get stuck on a big word, you get one enter key that lets you skip a word. So you can hit enter one time during the race, and it lets you skip a big word or something that you're caught on. But in theory, you guys should be pretty quick at this. Oh, it looks like Allie's pulling ahead. Zach's keeping a really steady pace. Oh, he's speeding up. Uh-oh, Allie. Right now, you guys are seeing Zach's screen here. Allie looks like she's falling way behind. Maybe use that enter key. Come back, Allie.
I already used
Come back.
It isn't clicking.
I think
I'm
our chief
clicking
is showing
A.
Allie who's boss and why he's chief.
I'm clicking the A button.
Oh, we can probably see Allie try to roll in here. Let's see. She should be on this screen here. Did she finish?
I'm disqualified.
You got disqualified?
I did.
From what?
That's what it said.
What'd you do? Were you that slow?
I was clicking A and it wouldn't type.
Oh no.
Was your
Okay,
caps
well,
lock on?
we're gonna do
No.
best two out of three.
Yes.
Zach took that first one. Go ahead and hit race again, Zach,
Yep,
and
yep,
make
yep,
sure
yep.
you let Allie join before you hit start
Yep.
race. Like I said, Zach looks like he beat that first one. Hopefully Allie doesn't get disqualified twice. Zach's got a little victory dance. Don't get too cocky though, because Allie can come back here.
Yeah, I know.
Time to lock
All right,
in.
go ahead
Time
and
to
hit
lock in.
start.
All right. Here we go. I didn't even finish that
And on your
sentence.
mark, get set, go. This brings me back to middle school when we're learning how to type. Oh, I'm getting caught in the comma, some punctuation. Where's Allie at? I don't even see. I think Allie's smoking him this time. Look at her go. You can't even see her on the monitor. That's how slow Zach is.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh. Use that enter key. Use that enter spot. Almost there. A few more lines. I think Allie, did she finish?
No.
No, not quite. Here we go. Zach's chugging along. Let's see how close this was. Oh, go ahead and hit X out of that pop-up so we can see. Oh, it looks like, did Allie lose again? Are you still going?
Be quiet.
Were you that far behind? I thought you were that far ahead.
No, I was not.
Come on, Allie.
Okay, I do video, guys.
Okay,
I'll write
she does
stories.
video.
Let's be real.
Shouldn't you be better on the keyboard if you do video with all those like keyboard shortcuts and stuff? All right, I think we have time for one more since Allie got disqualified on that first one. I feel like let's get one more proper race in here and see what we got. Allie, I need you to redeem yourself and
Okay.
represent, okay?
I'm gonna try.
Gotta represent the video majors. All right, go ahead and hit start race. Okay. And on your mark, get set, go. The silence of the typing on the keyboards is so funny. I wish we could see Allie's perspective. I see Allie kind of chugging along right there. Allie, don't give up. You're right there. You're right there. Keep going. Oh, there she is. Don't forget about that enter key. You can always skip a word. Allie's still in it. Zach's keeping that steady pace. I see that lightning from Allie, though. Just a few more words. Okay. Well, I think our editor here is a clear winner. Here Allie comes. 95%. Did you finish?
I did.
That's all we got.
3-0.
3-0. Congratulations, Zach, with the win.
Good job, Allie.
If you guys
Good
ever
work,
want to
good
kill
work.
some time with NitroType or come compete against our new staff here, by all means, it's NitroType. Follow them online. Again, that's on NitroType, and we'll see you for the rest of the show. Thank you. That's all we have for you this week. Thank you for watching tonight's episode of MSU Tonight.
Be sure to visit us on youtube.com/MSU Tonight and tune in next week. Have a good night, everyone.